Welcome to ComfortLearn YouTube channel. So in this video, we'll learn coordinate geometry, chapter 3rd from 9th class mathematics. Okay. So compared to other chapters from 9th standard mathematics, this is a very small chapter and then simple chapter, and it just have 2 to 3 exercise, and then one more important thing is if you actually this is a base for your higher standard coordinate geometry, because in 11th and 12th standards you have a separate book for this particular subject. So if you learn this basic concept in your 9th standard clearly, then it will be very helpful. So let's start. So what we have here is a Cartesian plane, right? So what is this Cartesian plane? It's just a rectangular or 2-dimensional plane. Okay, so this is our 2-dimensional plane. So we have this x-axis and then y-axis. This x-axis and y-axis divide this rectangular plane into 4 parts, right? So what are these 4 parts are called? Quadrant. So this is our first quadrant, and this one is our second quadrant, and this one is our third and then fourth quadrant. So actually this naming is done in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, remember this one. You can't call this one as second quadrant, right? So as a sign convention, these names can't be changed. Okay, so first, second, third, fourth, remember this one, right? So what is this called? This one is called, that is the center point or the intersecting point of this two axes, that is called origin, right? Okay, so you know number line, right? So right part of the number, this line, right, this represent the positive numbers, and then left part negative numbers, and then this one is our x-axis, and here this part is a positive numbers, and then this part represents negative numbers. Okay, so in this chapter you will learn two new words, that is abscissa and then ordinate. So what are these abscissa and ordinate? See here, the numbers on this x-axis or the coordinates of x-axis are called abscissa, and then coordinates on the numbers on the y-axis are called ordinate, right? Abscissa and then ordinate. So see here, मतलब क्वेश्चन कैसे आएंगे तुम लोगों को, एक पॉइंट दिया रहेगा, फॉर एग्जांपल टेक दिस P, इट इज नेम्ड एज 1 and 4. मतलब एब्सिस एंड ऑर्डिनेट रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन से कैसे रहेंगे. सो व्हाट इज द एब्सिसा ऑफ दिस पॉइंट? एब्सिसा ऑफ पॉइंट P मतलब क्या? एब्सिसा मतलब एक्स कोऑर्डिनेट, राइट? सो एट दिस पॉइंट ड्रॉ परपेंडिकुलर लाइन. सो हियर दिस line meets at point 1. So the abscissa of this point is 1. What is the ordinate? Y coordinate, that is 4. Okay, see here, one more thing is, see in this first quadrant we have positive x-axis and then positive y-axis. So what are the points we pick from this particular quadrant? All will be positive. And from second quadrant we have positive x-axis and then negative x-axis and then positive y-axis. So all the points will be minus and then plus. And in our third quadrant, negative x-axis, negative y-axis. So all the points will be minus and negative, right? So fourth, positive x-axis and then negative y-axis. So here we have plus and minus. C. Take any point. Okay, so take any point. The first number represents the x coordinate. Always the first number represents the x coordinate, and the second number, that is 4, represents the y coordinate. If you want, you can take this r. So r minus 2 comma minus 4. What is minus 2? X coordinate. What is minus 4? Y coordinate. So right, actually if you learn this particular slide clearly, then this whole chapter will be finished in 10 to 15 minutes, right? It won't take more than 15 minutes, because the questions you get in the exercise is same as this one. Like they will give a point and ask you to point it on the graph, or they will give a point and ask you for the ordinate or abscissa. Okay, so you don't have any doubts or confusion. I think you don't have any confusion with these given points, right? So how we represent a particular point with x coordinate and then y coordinate. Okay, so we'll go to the exercise problems. So first problem, how will you describe the position of a table lamp on your study table to another person, right? So this is our study table and this is the lamp placed on the study table. And what is the question? Like you need to describe the position of this particular lamp to a other person, right? So how to use coordinate geometry? So how to use this x-axis, y-axis and then coordinates to point to describe the position of this particular lamp, right? So see here, this study table is in rectangular shape. Our coordinate system is also in rectangular shape, right? So here we have 4 edges, 1 2 3 4. Okay, so and then here we have our lamp, right? So first thing is, you can take any edge as a x-axis and the other one as a y-axis. For example, let's take this one, the shorter edge as x-axis and then longer edge as y-axis, right? Y-axis and then x-axis. So what is the coordinates of the lamp? So if I measure the lamp is, this is our origin, right? The lamp is exactly 15 centimeters, right? Exactly 15 centimeters away from this point, right? So this is our x-axis, so exactly 15 centimeters, right? So what is our first point? 15, right? Here it is given. Distance of the lamp from the shorter edge is 15. This is our shorter edge, right? So 15 centimeter. So this is our y-axis. So if I measure it, this will give 25 centimeters. So that is our y coordinate, that is 15 and then 25. So how I describe the position of this lamp? If I take shorter edge as x-axis and then longer edge as y-axis, 15 comma 25. And one more thing, actually axis is not mentioned here, right? So मैं क्या ले सकता हूँ? I can take this one as x-axis and this one as y-axis. तो क्या होगा? उल्टा होगा, मतलब 15 comma 25 ना. अभी क्या होगा? 25 comma 15, right? When we change the axis, the coordinates will also change, right? So this was our first problem. Next, see here. So we have two main roads, that is east to west and then north to south, right? So with respect to these two roads, these two main roads, we have 1 2 3 4 5 streets and then 5 streets here, right? So this is the given problem, 5 different streets here. In your area you might have heard about the first cross, second cross, right? So similar way, these are the 5 different streets. And then what is the question here? How many cross streets can be referred to as 4:3? How many? What is cross street? Matlab these points. Wherever these streets are intersecting, this is called a cross street. So how many cross streets can be referred to as 4:3? See here. Just compare this system or this particular arrangement to our initial slide, that is this one. Okay, so if I compare, this is our main road and this one is our other main road, that is east to west and then north to south. So these are our different streets. Okay, so how many cross streets can be referred to as 4:3? See here, 4 is a x coordinate, 3 is our y coordinate, right? So we have 4 here and then 3 here. So this is, so the point 4:3 is located here. We won't get same point apart from this location, right? So the answer is Similarly, we have same questions here. Just the coordinates are different. How many cross streets can be referred to as 3:4? Both the cross streets are marked in the above figure, right? That is 3:4, 3,4 and then 4,4. It can be observed that there is only one cross street which can be referred as 4,3 and again only one which can be referred as 3,4, right? So there is only one cross streets which can be referred to as 4,3 and then 3,4, right? In which quadrant or on which axis do each of the given points lie? And verify your answer by locating them on the Cartesian plane. So this is the Cartesian plane and the first point is -2, 4. See, first x coordinate is negative, right? So this is our negative part and then y coordinate is positive, right? So the given point is in quadrant 2, right? And then 3, -1. First one is positive, second one is negative. So always the first will be x coordinate and then second one will be our negative coordinate. So x, that is positive here and then negative here. So this point comes in quadrant 4. Okay. So let's move on to the next question. So different points are given here. You need to name the coordinates and then coordinate points are given. You need to name the point. So first one is the coordinate of point B, right? Where is B? Okay, here. So you need to name the coordinate of point B. So how to name the coordinates? First, already told you is the x coordinate. So what is the x coordinate? -5. So write -5 here. What is the y coordinate? 2. So 2. And then the coordinates of point C. So where is point C? Right? So this is our y and this one is our x. So always start from x, right? So +5 x coordinate and then -5 y coordinate, right? Third one, the point identified by the coordinate. So here the coordinate point is given. We need to find which point is lying on this coordinate. So -3 and -5 किधर है इस particular Cartesian system में? So -3 on x-axis on this side and then -5 below, because this part is positive and this part is negative. So just go down. See here, -5. So the answer is E, right? Next one, the point identified by the coordinate 2. Actually, this is -4, not 14. So 2 and -4. So where is our 2? Positive here, minus. So just go downside. So G. So the answer is G. Next one, the abscissa of the point D. Where is the point D? See here. What is the meaning of abscissa? So what are the coordinates of this point D? 6 and +2, because 6 and then 2. Abscissa, x coordinate. So abscissa is +6. Okay. Next one, the ordinate of the point H. So where is the point H? Here, right? So what are the coordinates? First x, that is -5 and then -3, right? -5 and then -3. The ordinate of point H, right? So ordinate matlab y coordinate, that is -3. So the ordinate is -3, right? Next one is the coordinates of point L. Here is our point L. See here. See this one. Earlier, whatever the points we had, they were on a particular quadrant, 1, 2, 3 and 4. But this one, point L, is on y-axis, right? So how to name the coordinates of this point L? See, if I draw a perpendicular from this point, I will come at point 0. So what is the value of x coordinate? 0. Okay. All the points on this y-axis have 0 as their x coordinate, and then y coordinate 5. So we can write it as 0, +5, right? Similarly, see here, the coordinates of the point M. So this is our M. Draw a perpendicular line where it meets at point 0. So all the points on coordinate x, has y as a 0. Okay, just understand this one. If the point is on x-axis, that will give our x coordinate, that is -3. If the point is on y-axis, that will give the coordinate of y-axis. So these two are important from this particular problem, that is 7th and 8th. Okay, so let's end this chapter here. I hope you guys understood all the slides. So this particular slide is important. So if you want, you can make a note from this slide. And if you like the video, please share with your friends and then help us to grow the channel. Okay, thank you.